With the World Series starting Friday, the Houston Astros play the Philadelphia Phillies. But probably the most exciting part of the game is Jim McIngvale's humongous bet. Jim McIngvale, he's better known as Mattress Mack, is a furniture entrepreneur. He's the owner of a furniture store in Houston, Texas called Gallery Furniture. If his home team wins, Mack would take home $75 million. That would be the largest recorded win in legal sports betting history. Mack's outrageous bet is actually part of a sales promotion he's running at his store. If they win, any customer that bought a mattress that costs $3,000 or more will get that mattress for free. There's a small caveat, they still have to pay the sales tax, they won't get that back. You need to think of Mack's bets as hedges against his sales promotions, because that's exactly what they are. Earlier this year during the Super Bowl, Mack bet $9.5 million on the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the LA Rams. He didn't win that bet, and his customers didn't get a refund. However, he did sell $20 million worth of furniture. Mack may be a huckster, he's surely a promoter and marketer, but the math behind his astronomical wagers is sound. What Mack has found is that his outrageous bets tied with the sales promotions are driving sales, right? And so he's also seeing that new customers are coming in, spending more money than usual. In 2019, Gallery recorded $164 million in revenue. By last year, he grew his revenue 40% to hit $230 million. Sports betting is not legal in Texas, so Mattress Mack had to travel in order to put money down on the game. On May 13th, Mack drove to Louisiana, right over the Texas border. He told me he stopped at a Subway sandwich shop where he took out his phone and he bet $3 million on the Caesars app to win $30 million. That bet, he got 10-to-1 odds for the Astros to beat the Phillies. That same trip, Mack placed another wager, a $1 million bet to win $12 million through the Win mobile app. A couple months later in July, Mack chartered a Lear jet to Iowa, where he landed and didn't even get out of the plane. Just on the tarmac, he took out his phone and placed a couple $1 million bets across various apps. Later that night, Mack took that same plane to Las Vegas, where he got out at the Bellagio, and at like 2 in the morning, he placed a $2 million bet to win $10 million on the Houston Astros. This is obviously not the first time that Mack has bet on his home team. In 2019, the Astros were playing the Washington Nationals in the World Series, and Mack put $17 million down. However, he lost that bet. If Mack wins, not only will he take home $75 million, which would be the largest legal sports bet win in history, it'll also be vindication for his loss in 2019. Mack said probably the most painful loss to date was last year when he put down $2 million on a futures bet on the Astros to beat the Atlanta Braves during the World Series. Unfortunately, the Braves won, but if the Astros had bested them, Mack would have brought home $36 million. Mack is hedging his sales promotions with these bets, but when I asked him, is he hedging his bets by betting on the Phillies, he said not in 1,000 years. He said he would never bet against the Astros.